gonna do a video on the new moon in Pisces, right? So we have the new moon going on in Pisces, which is a new accumulation in the dream, illusion, and nightmare, and your ways of adapting to emotions. So in the ways of adapting to emotions in the natal chart, if you had a new moon in your natal chart, for example, this would be you having a feeling of comfortability whenever you have a new accumulation, a new way of adapting, to someone's emotions, right? Since this is the moon. And with the new moon being here, this is a time to become like a new individual, so to speak, because it's like you're enacting your dreams out. So due to this, you're in like an illusionary state with the Pisces energy. And that it could end up being a nightmare on the lower octave, or on the higher octave, it'll be like a beautiful dream, so to speak. You see what I'm saying? So this is what the new moon accumulates into. And then whenever you have this phase, this is a time to do new things, and things that you close, like things that you close a chapter on. You don't want to participate in those things. The things that you want to participate in, things that you see your future in, you see your furthest trajectory. You see what I'm saying? You see yourself going to the farthest, the highest height. Man. You see what I'm saying, so to speak. And that's where the Pisces energy is at, because it's like you get again this dream and illusionary state, and then you begin a new cycle. You see what I'm saying? Because with the new moon being here, Pisces enacting with it, so it'll be like the first thing that you want to do is pinpoint your dream and then figure out where you want to take it. You see what I'm saying? So in the natal chart, like I say, this would be an individual that wants to experience a new experience all the time, and they feel comfortable being in this illusionary state in their dreams. You see what I'm saying? So they tend to be daydreaming and things like that, and they love to listen to some music, or listen to like one of the like just listen to things that'll get them in the right vibration. So like they'll be in like a whole nother realm, so to speak. And then we also have the sun in Pisces to give you an example of the transiting chart that we're experiencing with this new moon at this current time. We're having the sun transitioning into the Pisces energy fully, and it's just finishing up in the Aquarius energy because it's 2 degrees in that orb of 5 degrees, 28, 29, 0, 1, and 2 degrees of the cusp between Aquarius and Pisces. This would be a time of the water and the air. So if I remember correctly, it's like a cloud element. So if you look at the fire in the air is the steam. You see what I'm saying? But the water in the air creates this cloud. So like your dreams will rain down due to the thought pattern that you've created in Aquarius season, and where your mind was at. So where your trajectory landed, you see what I'm saying? Like I was explaining the Aquarius energy in the previous video, like where you take your trajectory and where you see your farthest, the furthest extent of what you're doing. Whenever you have the realization of that, that's when you're on the higher octave of the Aquarius energy, and you're building on that. You see what I'm saying? So whenever you're experiencing this new Pisces energy, you want to do where the dream is going to take you. See what I'm saying? For example, it's in my 8th house. I want to do things behind the scenes that'll take me to the furthest extent. For example, like I want to be making more money than what I've made before, so that way I can, take my career to the furthest height. You see what I'm saying? So the 8th house is that inner passion. So the transformation. So I need to transform what I got going on with my dreams, illusions, and nightmares. So the previous dream I had, maybe I need to transform it for to put myself on the cross type thing, and give you guys an example. And like I'm explaining, in the current time, everybody's going to be like becoming a new person because they want to actually enact their dream. See what I'm saying? That Pisces energy. So it's like their time to rain that cloud down and have everybody feel that emotion. It's like whenever you got the rain comes down, you see what I'm saying? You're going to be fully in your emotions. You actually, get to feel that. It'll be a time that, for example, if it's raining outside, people will probably be inside, like sleeping. Oh, I like listening to the rain, this, that, and the third. People feel real happy, and they listen to some real good music inside, and they're real depressed when it's, you see what I'm saying? So, yeah. And then with Pisces in the 1st house for the new moon, this would be their personal affairs. So their new personal affairs. You're going to have new experiences in your personal affairs, new experiences in your individual way of feeling, and your first impression. This is going to be a new experience, and like, you know, being able to put a new first impression on something. You see what I'm saying? And then in this dream illusion, the nightmare realm, this would be a new personal dream. You see what I'm saying? So like, this is why it'll be like, oh, I'm coming off to the, pardon me, pause. When I walk into the room, I have a different presence than previously. You see what I'm saying? That old chapter got closed whenever that Aquarius moon finished up waning in the waning gibbous, and then now we have that new moon in Pisces, and you're gonna have that new experience. You see what I'm saying, in your personal life. Then Pisces in the higher octave for this will be, you know, really experiencing those dreams that you had in your mind previously. You're gonna have like a new accumulation on it. You see what I'm saying? So you're gonna actually be able to take that to the higher trajectory, and since you're gonna be having that new first impression, those, you know, it's either you're gonna be realizing that, okay, the way I'm coming off to people in my personal life, it's either I have a dream, like they can see my personal dream, or on the lower octave, you know, people can see that I'm an illusion, and you know, I'm just kind of in my own little world. You see what I'm saying? I'm not participating in reality. You see what I'm saying? In my personal life, or you don't even have any new personal dreams to actually enact. You see what I'm saying? Or something to actually experience this new moon. So pretty much like just the new moon, you got to just go out and experience. You see what I'm saying? Pisces in the second house. Well, pardon me, to get out of that lower octave, it would be, like I said, to go out, get out and experience, just to be clear. Then the second house, this would be new accumulations and new experiences upon your values of your person, people, places, and things. So the dream, illusions, and nightmare that you were valuing before and in the idea realm, or the things that you were thinking, you know, this isn't actually a thing that I could use, this would be a time that you're going to see like a new accumulation with the things that you're working with. You see what I'm saying? And due to that, you're going to have this this new way of adapting to your emotional realm about these things. You see what I'm saying? So it could also be a new accumulation in your values. You see what I'm saying? A new experience in your values of a place. You see what I'm saying? And in the particular places that you're going into, you're going to see, oh, there actually is an emotion that I have expressed it as well, and this individual is expressing it as well, and we can actually become adaptable, and we can adapt to each other and say, like, oh, we have the same kind of things, we can compromise this, that, and the third. This would be a time to see, you know, is there a person in that place that I value? So like I can actually value that place and that person, and it ends up being an overall thing that I value. That's the whole thing. You see what I'm saying? Type thing. That's where that little analogy come from. If you ask me, that's the whole thing. That's what you value. Type thing. So if you're on the lower octave with this new moon, the dream, illusion, and nightmare that you were valuing, like the place that you're going to now, you see what I'm saying? It's actually putting you in this illusionary state. You're actually not really in the place to be, so to speak. Like you're not even being able to actually do your whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Type thing. So for example, if you're like on the movie set, you're not actually just having a part. You're in this illusionary state. And they said that, look, I know you value being in a movie, but look, you're not going to be in this movie. But you heard them, oh, I know you value being in a movie, so you're like, oh yeah, I just got to stick around here, and I know I'll end up being in the movie. You in that illusionary state, thinking that, oh, I can value this place at this movie set, and I'll be able to learn this, that, and the third. Okay, you see what I'm saying? This is that Pisces energy, so you could adapt to that and end up being, you know, getting them, convince them and say, like, you know what, this person is here every single day just like us, and some people don't even show up every day, this, that, and the third. This person's showing up every day because they want to learn, so maybe I should put them in the movie. Boom. So I'm saying, now that you value this movie set, you might end up being in that circumstance. You know what I'm saying? So like you could kind of find new people to adapt to in the value realm. You see what I'm saying? And like the lower octave, you see what I'm saying? You're in that illusion. You value that illusion. A higher octave, it ends up not being a nightmare, and your the thing that you value ends up being like being able to achieve your dream. Your dream. Oh, I got me another drink. So, and then in the third house, this would be valuing your environment. Pardon me, not valuing your environment. your dream illusions and nightmares in your environment. So the people that you communicate with, they're going to see you in this illusion for the new accumulation. You're going to be in this illusion for the way that you communicate, or just being in this environment in general. So you're gonna have a new accumulation in the dream realm. So it'll be like, okay, whenever I'm in this environment, I see that I have this way of dreaming about my environment, this, that, and the third, and it's like this new accumulation. So now you're gonna see this new experience whenever you actually partake in your environment. So you're gonna have this new way of feeling about it. So it'll be like, oh, you see what I'm saying? This is actually not the best thing for me. I was in an illusion before, and now you realize this dream, this, that, and the third. And now this is the new accumulation of that. Now you see what I'm saying, experiencing maybe a new environment. You know what I'm saying? Because you realize that this isn't the way to go about things. So you look at this. It's kind of like the way I'm explaining it can be a bit confusing if you think about it, because it's a square here. To think about the Gemini energy generally being in the third house, being birthed from the third house. This is the Pisces being here. So it's like a communication, but you want to actually, be able to communicate about your dreams. So like everybody doesn't want to hear all your dreams, that and the third. People just might want to say like, hi, bye, be cordial, this, that, and the third. That's that Gemini energy. But the Pisces energy wants to connect a bit more deeply. You know what I'm saying? So this is a time to kind of see where you're at in your environment, adapt to the communication style of your environment. This is kind of where I could help you out with that. That's the advice I could give you for the higher and the lower octave here. So on the higher octave, you're going to be communicating. Lower octave, you might not be communicating and not experiencing. So this is that kind of circumstance. So don't kind of experience it head on instead of kind of going out the back door and kind of sneaking away. The seventh, third. And that'll be the way to rectify the third house. So I'm saying. From the lower octave for this new moon. And then for the fourth house, this would be your private matters, your privacy, your home, and your heart space. So this would be a new accumulation of your heart space. You're going to be seeing, okay, the way I was feeling, am I accumulating the right dream? Am I accumulating the way I wanted to feel? Am I accumulating the right family? Am I actually creating a family? You see what I'm saying? Is my heart in the right space? You see what I'm saying? This will be the time to see where you're accumulating your dream realm when it pertains to that heart space. You see what I'm saying? Like your family and things that are private to you, family feeling wise. So this is like a trine element, trine modality, or not modality, but a trine alignment. That's what I'm going to say. Because it's both the water element. So the fourth house birth Cancer, and then with the Pisces being here in the fourth house, they're like going to be initiating this way of feeling, and it'll be a new accumulation in that initiating your way of feeling, because the heart's always beating. You think about it that way, and like you're always going to be feeling a certain way in the current circumstance. This is, you know what I'm saying, what the fourth house is kind of all about. Turn on this light. You know what I'm saying? It might be a little bit too dark. And I'm move over here. Over there. So then, with the moon being in the fourth house, the lower octave would be not experiencing that heart space and not actually being able to realize if you're in that lower or higher octave in general. So like it'll be not like not initiating your way of feeling, your heart space, your personal emotions. You're not being able to actually communicate, like not communicate, but experience that dream in that fourth house. This would be like you're not going out to experience what's actually going on in your heart. You know what I'm saying? And that could be in the mental realm or even in the actual reality realm. And you know what I'm saying? Because the feeling you can experience both. Due to just being influenced by the outer realm or just being influenced by your own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So this is kind of where that fourth house is kind of tricky, because it's like you're experiencing your thoughts, but you're also experiencing where your heart space is at as well. You see what I'm saying? It's like that's where it takes you, because it's all private to you. And in the higher octave for this new moon, you're already in the home, in your privacy and in your heart space. People already know which kind of dream you're going for, and they see where you want to take it, this, that, and the third, and they can already see that dream, and you're what I'm saying, you're already relating with them, and that you're getting to the newer space and that new accumulation of where to take it next, kind of thing. Where to direct this dream whenever we have that next phase in Aries. You see what I'm saying? And then with the fifth house, this will be your expressing your dream. On the higher octave, you're going to be expressing your dream. On the lower octave, you're going to feel uncomfortable expressing your dream because this becomes an illusion. You see what I'm saying? So this would be a new accumulation in that. So you might be having a new dream and a new way of expressing your dreams. You see what I'm saying? You might have a new dream in general, but it might be kind of alike to your previous one because of that Pisces energy. You just kind of adapted it. You see what I'm saying? That mutable energy. So on the lower octave, you're not expressing yourself. You feel uncomfortable expressing your dream. On the higher octave, you're expressing your dream, and at least you're seeing, okay, that was an illusion. I need to create a new aspect to this dream. You know what I'm saying? I need to modify it. So you think about it like the modifier is the modality type thing. And then the sixth house, this would be in your routine, pattern, your health. This would be like probably, I think it's for the Libra rising for the most part. And if you have a cusping house, it might be a different rising sign. But for this sixth house here, this would be putting your dream, illusions, and nightmares on a routine and pattern. So this would be like actually creating a new sleep schedule, for example, maybe, or putting your dreams to work. Maybe you have a YouTube channel about dreaming. You see what I'm saying? You actually put a little schedule system to your videos about dreaming. Or maybe now that you've done doing that, you realize, you know what, maybe I should expand my channel. I should modify my dream because I'm in a little illusion. Maybe just dreams aren't a you can really take that in any space. You know what I'm saying? So, if you want to take that, go ahead and ride with it. You know what I'm saying? Pisces in the sixth house. So this is also pertaining to your health. So a new accumulation in your health. So like, you're gonna be realizing, is the way I'm taking care of my health, is it healthy? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, am I in that illusion space? Am I thinking that really, okay, I can eat the three 4 packs of Reese's every day, and I'm gonna be just fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real healthy. You know what I mean? And that's the only thing I'm eating. No, I mean, you might be a little bit. You might be okay. I ate enough. I ate enough to be going throughout the day, but it's not going to be healthy throughout time. You see what I'm saying? Your teeth going to be fucked up, and also your stomach going to be hurting. You know what I mean? For sure. So this would be a time to having that new accumulation in that sixth house pertaining to your health. So that'll be maybe a time that you enacting what you've actually dreamt about, having a routine and pattern about, and you got it written out now. And you did the proper steps whenever the moon was in Aquarius to actually shed that previous schedule. Now you've created a new one, and boom, you're experiencing that now. That's that higher octave for the sixth house. And the seventh house, this is your relationship, your way of relating to the dream, illusion, and nightmare. So is the way you're relating in an illusionary state, or are you being in a dream state and you're actually bringing people to like a higher place? You see what I'm saying? Whenever you relate to them, and that's the higher octave. And then you're bringing them to a lower state whenever you're showing them your dream, illusion, and your dream, and that's going to be that lower octave. So you're going to realize you're an illusion and your dream's actually not, in that heaven state. You see what I'm saying? So like this is a way of new experiences in your relationship realm and your way of relating. So this would be for that Virgo rising most likely, and so like kind of like leave the details out of it for maybe this part and just like kind of just get to feeling. So I'm saying get to feeling more in your relationship. Allow your relationship to cardinally grow in that aspect, and that'll be the way of getting to the higher octave in the seventh house, is just relating in general and seeing, okay, am I in an illusionary state, and where can I modify the way I relate and make people feel more comfortable. You see what I'm saying? And then the eighth house, this would be the transformation, your inner passion. This is your way of feeling in depth. You see what I'm saying? So the reason why it's transformation, because you feel so in depth about it that it needs to change. You know what I'm saying? So this is transforming your dream, or if you haven't transformed what you're already participating in, then that dream, illusion, and nightmare has kind of been thrown off. You see what I'm saying? You're not on that lower octave. You're not willing to change your dream, and you realize you're an illusion. It's like things aren't really, progressing. I'm not really seeing the potential in things, and I can't really see like the where I can take this on the highest height. I'm already plateaued type thing. If you were experiencing that, you need to switch up your dream and transform it. You see what I'm saying? And modify that dream to actually be more beneficial to what you got going on. But if you're in that higher octave, that potential is already being realized. You're getting to more and more strength. That inner passion is building, and you've already kind of transformed things in the past, and you realize, oh, there's certain things I've already transformed. And you realize with this new accumulation in your eighth house behind the scenes, what you got going on that people don't really know about, only you really know about. This new accumulation in that you're realizing, okay, um, I'm just looking out the window. You see what I'm saying? But they working on the upstairs apartment type thing. They do what I'm saying. I'm just being aware of that. But eighth house behind the scenes. You see what I'm saying? He might not even realize I was peeping what's going on. You see what I'm saying? But so in that eighth house, you see what I'm saying? I'm in that. I'm in this. I'm in the kind of the dark here. You see what I'm saying? Cause I'm in this new place as well, and they working on certain things. You see what I'm saying? I'm realizing, maybe there's something I could transform. This illusion, maybe this place this eighth house that I'm in, maybe it's a bit of an illusion. I need to get into a dream. You see what I'm saying? This would be an example of, the eighth house and being able to transform your dreams. So like, okay, I need to have I see where I was at. You see what I'm saying? Mentally type thing in that 11th pardon me, not in the 11th house, the way I was relating in that 7th house, and I seen the things I needed to shed, and I shedded the right things. I shedded the certain relationships, and now I'm behind the scenes, and I see what I need to transform for the new accumulation, to accumulate the right things during this new moon type thing. So that's kind of where the 8th house is at. It's an interesting thing. One second, I'm gonna have to reconnect with y'all. I've got somebody knocking on the door. I think it's the maintenance. Oh, okay. All right. I'm on live. Would you mind coming back in 30 minutes? Sure. All right, cool. Thanks, man. That's my career, so I appreciate you. All right, so I appreciate y'all hanging with me during that little time right there. But yeah, so in the 8th house, this would be behind the scenes secrets and things that you need to transform as well. So on that lower octave, you're not willing to transform that dream. On the higher octave, you're transforming that dream. See what I'm saying? And in the 9th house, this would be the knowledge, wisdom, and way of traveling in the external realm, or also in the mind. You see what I'm saying? So in the 9th house, this would be a new accumulation in your traveling. You see what I'm saying? So maybe you're traveling to a new place. This is a new experience in your experience realm. You see what I'm saying? On the lower octave, you're not willing to experience a new external place. You see what I'm saying? You're not willing to travel in a new space, or even in the mind type thing. And then on the higher octave, you're willing to experience a new knowledge, wisdom. You're willing to travel to a new space in the mind, or even actually physically. You see what I'm saying? So that's where the 9th house is kind of at. It's like a space, so to speak. It's like, which space are you in? Which ladder scale are you on? Type thing. If you follow my drift. And like with that higher octave, you're willing to observe which space that you're in that 9th house, and willing to maybe have this new dream illusion and nightmare in your knowledge realm. You're like, okay, maybe this new knowledge that I'm going experiencing, maybe I might be in an illusion with it. So like whenever if I'm not able to actually teach it and make logical sense out of what I'm teaching, then I realize that maybe this knowledge and wisdom isn't actually the right knowledge and wisdom. Like if I can't win every debate with this knowledge and wisdom, then boom, it might not be the right one type thing. That ain't it type thing. Shouts out to Dilla, that wasn't it type thing. And the higher octave, you're realizing, okay, this knowledge and wisdom that I'm in was an illusion, and okay, I have these new experiences now, and now I know what to experience, and where to travel to in the mind or actually physically. Because you realized you were in that illusion. If you're on the super high octave, you see what I'm saying? You already know which space that you're going to, and you know which place you're going to feel most comfortable adapting to, this, that, and the third. You're already experiencing that with your new accumulation. So yeah, like I said, new moon, new accumulation. 10th house. This would be your status, blueprint, and your career. This would be a new accumulation in your dream realm of your status. So like a new dream about your status. You know what I'm saying? Um, a new career path that you see opening up, this, that, and the third. And you're willing to put in the application. You're willing to, so I'm saying, maybe even go to college for this, that, and the third. And that's the new dream that you're accumulating with. So I'm saying, to have that new status. You have this new blueprint, so to speak. Lower octave, you don't want to create any new blueprint because you believe that it's already the highest, the dream. See what I'm saying? So you kind of like got that real devil card energy in the 10th house. You want that lower octave. Because with that being said, on the 10th house, this is your career, and you see like, okay, I want to, be seen in this light, this, that, and third. I want my status to be this, and that's like that lower octave of the dream. So like on the higher octave of the dream, you're gonna be having this status that's actually beneficial. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna be realizing that it's not an illusion, and it's like, okay, I actually have a career that I can see going somewhere, this, that, and third. You don't have a plateau with it, kind of thing. So it's like, which dream do you select, kind of thing. It's, which is most beneficial for your spirit, type thing. Which one can you adapt to most? So I'm saying, so that's where you want to adapt your dream at. And then with the 11th house, this would be a new dream-like association, a new illusionary association, a new nightmare association. So like the group that you're associating with, you're having a new accumulation. It's going to be like new groups that you dreamt about, working with, this, that, and the third. So like you're going to be also dreaming about which group would be best for you. You know what I'm saying? So like this is kind of that mental realm type thing. Like where did that night, like for example, if you have this Aquarius, if you have this Pisces in the ninth house, pardon me, I'm fucking it up. If you have this Pisces in the 11th house, then you have Sag in the ninth house most likely. Um, Wait, no, not Sag. It would be if you have Pisces in the 11th house, and before that it would be Aquarius and then Capricorn. So the Capricorn and the ninth house. So like for example, which whatever status that you initiated for your knowledge and wisdom in that ninth house, and whichever space that you traveled to will also bring you to which groups. You know what I'm saying? So like, did you shed from those previous knowledge and wisdoms, and now you're having this new accumulation upon this group because of the knowledge and wisdom that you've taken part in this space. So I'm saying whatever space that you're having this new accumulation in the space that you're in. So I'm saying mentally, or even in the group, or like which part of the group are you in? You know what I'm saying? Are you the leader? Are you a follower? Are you correspondence to the group? This, that, and the third. And you're realizing, okay, which part of the dream am I in? Which part of the group am I in? And where does my dream accumulate in? So like, it's like which groups are going to be most beneficial for my dream, this, that, and the third. So you're going to be experiencing a certain group, and you're going to be realizing, okay, maybe I should use this group for that, this, that, and the third, and maybe I shouldn't use this other group for this aspect of my life. And because I'm trying to have this highest trajectory, and this certain group isn't going to take me to the right dream, this, that, and the third. And then with the it's like, guess what I'm saying, with the higher octave on the 11th house, you're gonna be in the right dream. Wow, I combined dream and group. You're gonna be in the right group to accumulate your dream, and you're realizing this group that you're in actually isn't an illusion. Is that in the third, because they actually have the same kind of dreams. So like you want to be on a like minds in the 11th house. It's kind of like a tip video to give you pause. If this is like a explanation video to give you a little scope on what you can be focusing on, this, that, and the third, and that's what the moon's all about, which area of life you're participating in. In the 12th house, this would be your dreams, illusions, and nightmares about the new accumulation of that. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to be having a new accumulation in your dream. So it's going to be like, in the reality, is your dream being participated? Are you experiencing that in the actual reality? Are you seeing that this is where the highest height of where you're going at? You see like it actually accumulating, and this would be a new experience upon your dream. So it's like where you've seen yourself before. This is actually where you're at now. That's on the higher octave. You're in the lower octave. You're not where you wanted to see yourself. This type of thing. This is kind of a time to come full circle, even though it's a new moon. So it's like you have most likely an Aries rising. If you have like a misplaced house, you know, you're probably close by there with Taurus or probably Aquarius or Aries. Or, yeah, you probably have an Aries rising. You see what I'm saying? If you have Pisces in the 12th house. So, with this being said, this is like having it in the right space as well. So it's like I'm saying, the Aries rising is actually experiencing that whole other world, and they're experiencing that actual dream that they wanted to experience, and that's in the higher octave, where they realize, oh no, this isn't the right dream, and I'm realizing it's a nightmare, so you need to adjust the dream route. So that's where you're at the 12th house. So it's like you want to, if it's like another, kind of like to the 10th house. You're selecting which dream you want to accumulate, and this is your time to adapt to it. See what I'm saying? So you want to figure out which accumulation is best for you, and then you continue to accumulate that throughout this new moon. And then whenever you have this full moon, you're going to see like the remnants of whatever you created in this new moon, what you initiated and what you began to experience, this new experience that you're having. You'll be able to see that the 7th, 3rd. So yeah. And much love. That's the 12th house. I'll be back at me. Peace out. Everyone's you and I verse out.